on AgweekTV, you'll see more bright yellow fields in North Dakota this year. We'll see why canola and sunflower acres are up. We'll see how crops are faring in the extreme heat that's been blanketing much of the region. A German student is learning about swine production in the U.S. We'll hear how it varies from her homeland. And the North Dakota State Fair is more than just fun. Kids are learning about ag in the state thanks to a new program. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Emily Beal. North Dakota leads the country in canola and sunflower production, and more bright yellow fields of both crops dot the landscape this summer than ever before. Jenny Schlecht looks at what's driving the increase in this week's AgWeek cover story.
The beautiful golden fields of canola and sunflowers mean green for North Dakota growers. The state produces about 75% of the country's canola.
The actual yields last year in the state were just astounding.
New seed varieties are pushing yields above 2,500 pounds an acre. Good yields and strong prices are leading to even more acres this year. The USDA says the number of acres nationwide has jumped to nearly 3 million. Barry Coleman, executive director of the Northern Canola Growers Association, says the 2.35 million acres planted in North Dakota this year is both a record and a big increase over last year's 1.8 million acres. And canola is being grown in parts of the state where it hasn't been before, like the Southeast.
I guess they're replacing some soybeans in the rotation and probably some small grains as well. But canola works very well in rotation after corn, so it's really a good fit for growers in that area of the state. And they've got local crush plants close by, so very close delivery location for those growers as well.
North Dakota and South Dakota also lead the nation in sunflower production. John Sandbakken of the National Sunflower Association says some producers have changed their rotations to include the crop after seeing how well it has performed. U.S. oil sunflower acreage has gone up slightly each of the last 3 years to around 1.25 million acres.
Well, this spring when our new crop prices rolled out, sunflower was very competitive. And I think producers are looking for crops that fit into the rotation, that are going to make them some money. And right now, sunflowers are looking pretty good for this year.
Sandbakken says export markets for sunflowers are strong. In addition, there are new tools for keeping blackbirds out of the crop so farmers can harvest more of it. And sunflowers can tolerate the hot, dry weather much of the region has had this summer. This is Jenny Schlecht for AgWeek.
You can read more in the next AgWeek magazine or at agweek.com. An ag economist says some crop producers may be facing economic struggles this season. But David Winmar of Agricultural Economic Insight says there are also lots of government payments being made. Historically, the government support has been direct farm payments from Farm Bill programs. But since around 2018, there have been more ad hoc programs.
These ad hoc programs are bypassing the traditional Farm Bill. So these were the MFP programs that we saw back in the first trade war, the Farm Bridge Assistance that we've seen most recently, but there's been a whole host of these ad hoc programs over the last 8-9 years, and they've been bypassing. So about 76% of all the direct payments producers have received over the last 8 years have bypassed the Farm Bill. So it's a little challenging to kind of count on this Farm Bill program and this ad hoc program that kind of ebbs and flows.
To get the agricultural economy to a better place, Widmar says there needs to be a strong demand for commodities and some cost structure improvement. The region is going through a heat wave, causing farmers to worry about how the sun's rays are impacting their crops. I met with the North Dakota State University Extension agronomist to learn more about how the heat could be affecting plants.
It's actually not the first heat wave that we have this year.
The region experienced higher than average temperatures in May, but extension experts were not too worried about how it would impact the crop, as it was very early on in the growing season. But that is not the case with the current heat wave.
Right now, it's not that moment. Like, crop stage is so important when we are talking about heat stress that it's so crucial that we talk about this right now. So right now, most of our soybeans are flowering or starting to bloom. That's basically the critical moment for heat stress. It's the worst moment that we could ask to have heat stress. And when we're talking about corn on the other side, 50% of our corn already silk. And again, that's the worst moment that we can say, okay, this is the moment for a heat stress.
Nighttime temperatures are crucial during times of abnormally hot weather.
because it's the moment that the plants use to recover. So a lot of things, a lot of tissue is damaged during these heat waves, and there is a lot of oxidative agents that they are just going around your plant. And the plant uses the night just to fix all that tissue and recover from all that damage. Thankfully, if we see the minimum temperatures from the past week, we are always around 60s, which is not that bad. When we are talking about night temperatures, the threshold that I like to mention is 75. If you have 75 degrees during the night, it's a problem. It's a big problem.
But heat stress is not the number one concern when it comes to what is harming crops in the region.
We are currently experiencing kind of like a dried spell. Our soybeans will really benefit about having a little bit more of water right now. Right now, the crop is holding it. The crop is good. Soybeans are looking fairly good. We could expect, if the conditions maintain, we might have like just average yield, and I don't see having further problems. If we don't get rain in the coming days, we might be facing some yield penalties. So,
Sunflowers are more tolerant to heat stress. Up next on AgweekTV, a German student is in South Dakota learning some lessons in swine production that she can take home with her.
You're already making a herbicide burn down pass this fall. Why not make it work even harder? Burn it down and build back better with Calcine. Add with your burn down application to get ahead for your 2027 crop. Calcine helps open up your soil, improves nutrient availability, and reduces salt in the root zone. Start building healthier soil today for a stronger crop tomorrow. Order your Calcine today from Erickson Custom Operations. Burn it down and build back better with Calcine.
To me, being part of community means being part of something bigger than yourself.
How we doing?
It's being there for your neighbors on good days and on bad days. I've been a volunteer fireman for 24 years, and I've been a field adjuster with FMNE since 2016. I've had the unique perspective of seeing people at their most vulnerable. In those times, you want to do anything possible to help. I'm proud to be part of a company that's dedicated to service.
Farming is more than just a job. It's a way of life. It's your hard work, your investment, your future. At Superior Grain Equipment, we're here to protect it all. From durable grain storage to gentle drying and handling solutions. We build systems designed to last, and we stand by you with service and support every step of the way. Superior Grain Equipment, proven solutions to help you grow.
Every year, some of your applied nitrogen never makes it to the plant. Rain moves it, it leaches away, and when corn hits peak demand, it's not always there. That's where Terramax Micro AZ comes in. Micro AZ works with the root system all season, stimulating larger roots, helping capture the nitrogen you paid for, and supplementing with atmospheric nitrogen. Available as a dry seed treatment or in furrow liquid. Don't let the weather decide your nitrogen efficiency. Get Micro AZ. Keep nitrogen where it pays.
Add more bushels to your hopper and money to your pocket by harnessing the power of air with Prairie Wind Systems. Whether your beans are chest high or barely off the ground, Prairie offers two solutions that add a constant stream of high-velocity air to quickly feed crop back to the auger, eliminating bunching, reducing shatter loss, and increasing your ground speed. Don't let crop conditions dictate your yield. Check out the Prairie Air Reel or Prairie Wind System today.
A state fair isn't all fun and games. You might end up learning something. The North Dakota Department of Agriculture used the 2026 North Dakota State Fair this week in Minot to provide some ag education. The Ag Department partnered with the State Mill to offer a Pride of Dakota marketplace and North Dakota Ag in the Classroom exhibit. Industry experts taught about ag in the state. Laura Locker, Executive Director of the North Dakota Ethanol Council, taught kids about producing ethanol using corn grown in the state.
This is huge, and it's a nice big section of the fair, which is great. Teaching kids about ag is super important since it's such a big industry in our state. Our state has 6 ethanol plants, And I mean, that industry helps the state, it helps farmers, it helps us the overall demand, and so it's really important to us.
Walker also explained how byproducts for making ethanol are used to feed livestock, including dried distiller's grain. The Ag in the Classroom exhibit featured many entertaining and educational exhibits. Children can play in corn, milk a plexiglass cow, read and take recipes that use North Dakota products, play video games about soybeans, pretend to shop at a food stand, read displays about how products are grown and used, and more. An agriculture student from Germany spent 3 weeks in South Dakota learning more about the American swine industry. Ariana Schumacher caught up with her and shares a closer look at what she learned and how some of the differences that she noticed between American and German agriculture.
Chelsea Kortzen is a long way from home. She's a student from Germany studying sustainable agriculture. She visited South Dakota State University for 3 weeks as a part of her 16-week internship. During this time, she worked on a swine farm, the university feed mill, job shadowed a swine nutritionist, and helped on the university farm.
Got to work in the on-site sow barn. We bred some gilts there for a running trial and helped them with chores a little bit, so it's been really interesting.
She grew up on a swine and crop operation in northern Germany. Kortzen says she has noticed some differences between American swine operations and the ones in Germany.
I'd say from what I've seen now, which is probably not a whole insight into the American swine farm, but the farms are generally a lot bigger, a lot higher numbers, especially on the sow side. And then I think that animal welfare is a way bigger topic in the legislature in Germany.
Germany became the first country in the European Union to enshrine animal welfare as a core state objective in its constitution. While Kortzen does think that animal welfare is important, she says some of the rules and regulations have hurt family farms.
There's been probably, I think 40% of the swine farms in Germany have quit in the last 10 years. Because there's always more regulations and more paperwork, and there hasn't really been an increase in the price.
The use of antibiotics in livestock is very heavily regulated in Germany. They are also unable to use zinc oxide in their swine.
Those are like some tools that are, I think, pretty crucial in American farms that we don't have.
In Brookings, South Dakota, this is Ariana Schumacher for AgWeek.
During the other 13 weeks of her internship, Kortzen worked at a consulting firm in Germany and on a farm in Switzerland. She has 1 semester of her degree left and hopes to graduate in January of 2027. Ahead on AgweekTV, we'll meet a man who's working to help farmers improve their row crops.
Attention farmers, increase your revenue and prevent compaction from squeezing your profits with PTG's Central Tire Inflation System, now offered at OK Tire and Service. All controlled from the tips of your fingers, ensuring increased yield and improved fuel economy by adjusting your tire pressure within minutes. You are ensuring the best performance from your tractor on the field and off the field, compatible with any radial tire. Call the OK Tire team today or visit oktireinc.com to learn more.
I've ran a lot of carts, but this is our first year with those. Prior, we were with a different company that also had a steerable back axle, not a steerable front axle, that's a really, really nice change, plus adding an extra 300 bushel. The other functionality about this cart that I love, I can put anybody in it. It will run with anybody who's had any experience whatsoever. They need one round, and it's pretty simple after that.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Hamilton System Inc. in Drayton, North Dakota is the North American distributor of the Fantini corn and sunflower header. Both the L03 corn head and the G03 sunflower head have a simple, high-efficiency, low-maintenance PTO-driven gearbox, which eliminates slippage and power loss even in the most trying conditions. These heads are built with a solid one-piece frame and tubular steel construction that will withstand the harshest field conditions. Available in models from 4 to 18 rows, they adapt to any combine and come with a 4-year warranty on the transmission units.
Feel that? Summer is officially here, and live horse racing is back in North Dakota. Experience the thundering excitement, the thrilling finishes, and the best outdoor fun of the season. Gather your friends and family and join us trackside for an unforgettable weekend. The action heads to the ND Horse Park in Fargo starting July 10th. Get the full summer schedule online today.
What type of weather is in store for us as we finish out the month of July? Here's Lydia with our AgriWeather Outlook.
As we get close to the end of the month, I thought we would tally up how much rainfall we've seen throughout the course of July. Where thunderstorms have hit, a decent drink of water. But outside of those specific thunderstorm areas, the rest of us are kind of getting a little parched. 3.25 inches in Aberdeen, South Dakota. That was that one big thunderstorm complex that moved through. Places like Groton, South Dakota, and up to the north ended up with 4 to 5 or even 6 inches of rain in that one shot. So that was a very isolated situation. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 2.35 inches so far for the month of July. St. Cloud, a little over 2 inches. The further north that you go, things get a little drier. About 2/3 of an inch in Fargo, similar story in Bismarck, and Grand Forks, only a little more than 1/4 of an inch. This puts us either well above average monthly rainfall for some of those heavier soaked spots, almost an inch above average in Aberdeen. Sioux Falls, pretty close to average, right at about 0.07 of an inch. And then things, again, get a lot drier as you travel further to the north. Check out Bismarck, over 1.5 inches behind on July moisture, and Grand Forks, almost 2.5 inches behind for July normal moisture. It's been a while since a lot of us have had a good drink of water. I wanted to look back now over the past couple of weeks that we've been in this dry, hot stretch. How long has it been since we've had 1/4 of an inch of rain? And for a lot of us, these specific locations, you have to go back to early July, July 7th or 8th for Aberdeen, St. Cloud, Bismarck, Fargo, Sioux Falls, July 2nd. Grand Forks kind of sticks out like a sore thumb here, all the way back to the end of June. June 28th was the last time they had at least 1/4 inch of rain. There have been small spits from time to time, but nothing measurable. Of course, this continues to make a big impact and a big difference on our drought monitor here. New pockets of moderate drought have popped up, a lot of severe drought further off to the south. We have another pocket of severe drought, especially where some of those wildfires are ongoing in northern Minnesota, down through Highway 2, close to about the Brainerd area where we have that orange showing up on the map. An extreme drought in those areas of red further out to the southwest. This is probably, to no one's surprise, one of the hottest Julys on record, at least for Fargo and Grand Forks, going to end up in a top 3 hottest July on record. The record goes back to 1936. That's the one that takes the cake. Records themselves go all the way back to the 1880s. This right now, as things stand, Fargo's in line for the 3rd hottest July on record, and this is before this next hot stretch upcoming. In Grand Forks in 2nd place. Bismarck, by the way, in 4th place. Big ridge in the jet stream just does not break down. So we'll continue to have above average temperatures likely through the rest of the month into the first few days of August. Starting to watch for hints at maybe a little bit of a cool down, but still above average. So still looking at a lot of 80s, 90s as we do go into those first few days of August. And not much moisture to go with that jet stream situated up to our north and monsoon moisture well out to our southwest.
Hi, Bill Kelsey here, Gearing Off Territory Manager, covering South and North Dakota. At Gearing Off, we offer a full line of harvest solutions, including corn, milo, draper, and sunflower heads. Please reach out to me today to find a solution to fit your farm's needs, and I'll get you in touch with the authorized Gearing Off dealer. Thank you.
At Vatterstad, we're partnering with North American farmers to create the perfect emergence. We're doing this with new and innovative tillage, planting, and seeding solutions, optimized for the field conditions that you face. and with industry-leading capacities to help you get the job done in short windows of time, so you can maximize yields. Vatterstad, we look forward to growing together.
That's best to have come in for an uptime, that way you don't have downtime later. For every hour that they're down, that costs them money. Fuel cost, the wages for their hired guys. If they don't get out there at the right time, their crop's too dry, it starts falling off, they start losing their bushels, they start losing money in a sense. You're literally just throwing money on the ground. So their time is precious and crucial, so they'd hate to have the downtime because they have to be out there and get it done as fast as possible. You put a lot of time into an uptime inspection. You know, it could take 10 to 12 hours to thoroughly inspect a machine to make sure that you don't miss anything.
What one-stop shop means to us at North Star Ag is we have a fully staffed service department, fully stocked parts department, as well as the sales department. We're also very mobile. We have service trucks that we can also meet you on the farm. You can have a piece of equipment that you're not really sure what you want to buy. You can come to us at North Star Ag. We can really show you enough selection, have enough knowledge, and have enough price points where you feel good about walking out with your purchase that day.
Advice is everywhere. Information is valuable, but insight is powerful. SatShot helps you see what's happening across every acre of your operation. Identify crop stress, monitor field performance, focus your scouting where it matters most. Build your own variable rate application maps for crop input management. Better visibility, better timing, better decisions. Think for yourself. SatShot your fields. Visit satshot.com today.
After 4 decades in the horticulture industry, Michael Brower turned to the row crop industry and started selling Terramax. He's been selling Terramax products since 2013 and helping farmers improve their yields along the way.
I've been in the horticulture field for 40 plus years. And back in 2013, I was introduced to Terramax. And I thought, wow, row cropping is not that much difference from horticulture, growing flowers, trees, bushes, grass, just different crops.
That's when inspiration struck, and Michael decided to try his hand in the row crop industry.
I could see myself possibly being in sales on the row cropping. And so all my connections of landscaping over the years, I've dealt with farmers, a lot of farmers.
So in 2013, Michael went and talked to some farmers to see if they would be interested in trying Terramax products. They did, and the results spoke for themselves.
They tried it, and they said, man, we can notice a difference. Now it's got that much more traction because it's got the backing of research. But I think the best research for anybody is when they use it on their own field and they can see it work. We've gone up and dug root systems, and we've seen very noticeable differences on the root. And that's when it's, you know, in the beginning stages to knee-high corn, to waist-high corn, to when it's just starting to tassel. And we've seen that happen year after year. So that's exciting, and you know that the product is working.
Michael says Terramax products have continued to prove themselves time and time again.
I would not continue doing this if I didn't feel like I could help somebody. And I see this as helping my partners, which are my farmers.
For more information, please visit the website or call the number listed on your screen. Up next on AgweekTV, it's county fair season. We'll take you to one that's thriving despite extreme heat.
The Prairie Revolution Ditcher is the new standard for surface water management. The Revolution Ditcher leaves a smooth finished 5-foot flat bottom cut and cuts up to 10 inches in one pass. Throw dirt in either direction, up to 165 feet. Now with the hydraulic cross auger to break up dirt and keep you working faster. Check out the Revolution Ditcher at Prairie.com.
Hamilton System Inc. in Drayton, North Dakota is the North American distributor of the Fantini corn and sunflower header. Both the L03 corn head and the G03 sunflower head have a simple, high-efficiency, low-maintenance PTO-driven gearbox, which eliminates slippage and power loss even in the most trying conditions. These heads are built with a solid one-piece frame and tubular steel construction that will withstand the harshest field conditions. Available in models from 4 to 18 rows, they adapt to any combine and come with a 4-year warranty on the transmission units.
As your farm evolves, so do the challenges that come with it. At Superior Grain Equipment, our systems are built to make your job easier and help your grain reach its full potential. From gentle drying to durable storage, get the flexibility to market your grain on your time. Superior Grain Equipment, proven solutions to help you grow.
Protect sugar content when it matters most. 2 foliar applications of Phobos FC deliver powerful Cercospora leaf spot control, even under heavy pressure or unpredictable rain. Ask your retailer or local Vive sales manager about Phobos FC.
At Vatterstad, we're partnering with North American farmers to create the perfect emergence. We're doing this with new and innovative tillage, planting, and seeding solutions, optimized for the field conditions that you face, and with industry-leading capacities to help you get the job done in short windows of time, so you can maximize yields. Vatterstad, we look forward to growing together.
What claims to be Minnesota's oldest county fair had a successful run, despite extreme heat. The 169th Dodge County Free Fair in Kaysen featured a record number of vendors and packed barns. Barns so full that Walter, a 1,200-pound boar chasing the title of Minnesota's biggest, spent Fair Week parked in the horse barn because there was no room anywhere else. Kelly Caspers, president of the Dodge County Fair Board, says 4-H beef entries came close to 70 head, with pigs in the 70s as well. Sheep and goats filled the show arena, and the dairy and beef barns were tapped out.
We are exploding. Our barns are full. As a fair board, we actually really need to look into how we're going to keep expanding, because the kids keep bringing more and more animals, and we're getting more and more kids. So that's great, because really the fair, the 4-H and the FFA, that is a key component of the fair and why people come here to enjoy.
Castor says staging the Dodge County Fair takes a 24-member board, county support, sponsors, hired staff, and more than 60 volunteers. She says this was the first year she fielded nearly every volunteer request. And she says they are already working on next year's milestone, the 170th Dodge County Fair. Stories you'll only see on AgWeek.com and in AgWeek magazine this week. An audit released this month has pointed out problems in the Minnesota Department of Agriculture's Agricultural Water Certification Program, including that it provides certification before producers meet program standards. And the North Dakota State University Langdon Research Extension Center has broken ground on a new seed cleaning facility to replace one in use for 60 years. We appreciate you watching AgweekTV. Remember to check us out daily on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to keep up on all your ag news. Have a wonderful week, everyone.